guys, Marv from Wandering Souls back at you with a new collection update. This time it's mostly black metal, so if you are not into that, sorry for that, but maybe you discover a band that you do like. You never know. With if you explore bands and other genres, it can happen that you might discover a band that you will like. So if you are into that, please stick around as well. And let's turn the music a bit down. I don't need to get a copyright strike here. So anyways, mostly black metal, like I said, all CDs, and I got 7 to show them, so let's get into this. No beer today, just some water, and sometimes good enough. Anyways, we start off with the first band. This is a band from Italy. This is Enisum with Forgotten Mountains. This is the newest offering from 2023 on avant-garde music. Fantastic band, I have to say. Fantastic, atmospheric, kind of post black metal-y at points, but still modern sounding, great produced black metal. Has a nice tint of melancholy to it as well, which I really like, and I love the artwork here. This is the second release I have from these guys, and I'm really glad I bought this as well. Fantastic album, great riffing, nice vocals, fast paced, and still there's diversity in there. Yeah, fantastically done. Great artwork and lyrics in the booklet. It can go wrong here. Well taken care of by avant-garde music. I have nothing to complain about this. I really enjoyed it. This is one of the albums that I spun a lot lately, together with another one I'm gonna show you later in the update. Fantastic stuff. If you're not familiar with this Italian band, they are active for a long time. I think this is their fourth album, sixth album, somewhere in that vein. I don't know, somewhere in that era. They have a bunch of albums out, and this is the newest one. Definitely recommend it if you like some shaky, posty black metal. This is definitely up your alley. If you like some melancholy to it, great riffing, good stuff. Next up is the new Moonlight Sorcery, a black metal band from Finland. Everybody's hyping this band. I can see why. Great stuff, great melodic black metal here. Is this the newest thing in the world in black metal? I don't think so. It's done before. If you are familiar with Stormkeep, for example, then you will dig this. Fantastic, but there still there are some other elements to it as well. A lot of atmospheric stuff, but definitely more also kind of that Ingy Malmsteenish vibe going on in one of the songs as well. An instrumental song especially, definitely hear the influences there in the guitar work. So that makes it really interesting. Vocally is a bit high pitchy scream. Overall fast paced music, and really good stuff. Great black metal. This is the second EP they did. Last year they did the first one, which I kind of preferred above this one actually, but this is definitely not bad. Really good stuff, and they are a 3-piece, if I remember it correctly. They are from Tampere, but also the town where Nightwind is from. These are the guys, I think. Yeah, 3 guys. 1, 2, 3, and a lot of pictures and lyrics and stuff. They're interesting bands. I'm definitely looking forward what they're gonna bring with an album. That would be interesting, where then the path goes, because it's kind of a bit different from the first one as well. also especially with the artwork, this is more, the other one was really more blue, icy, thingy. This definitely has more color to it. Also released on Avant-Garde Music, so the second release on that label in this update, but a fantastic release though. Next one is a classic. You couldn't consider this black metal, but this band is definitely one of the originators for inspiring the second wave of black metal. Especially the first couple of albums were definitely black metal, but later on they became more Viking metal. That's how we call it right now. This is Bathory with Hammerheart. This is their fourth album from 1990, I think. But really good stuff. Great songs in it. On the Road to Assa Bay is on here, for example. And there was another one I can't really read, but the track listing is a bit hard to read in this light, so maybe you guys can make it up like this with the light on it. And the artwork is better seen as well. This is a reissue, of course. So funny enough, this is a Swedish reissue. I don't know how that happened, but yeah. Most of the time, if I get European reissues, they are for instance Germany and UK and stuff like that, but Sweden is kind of new. So but yeah, really nice. Really enjoyed this album. Definitely not black metal. A lot of cleaner vocals and slower tempos and more vibe going on. But definitely love the atmosphere and the songs on this one. The voice is not always the best of Quarton, but it definitely fits the music and the aesthetic of what is meant to be on for the atmosphere, the theme of the music and the album. So, but it's really great stuff. Low Hammerheart, and definitely inspiring for a lot of other bands. Definitely. Another drink here. Next up is the album, 2006 album from Anaal Nathrakh. This is Eschaton. This was one album that kind of missing in my collection. I missed still 3 albums from these guys, so I now only missed 2. I miss Dobin something and the Serdatum, I think, and then I have all the albums. But speaking in vinyl or CD, and one album I even have on CD and vinyl. But most of the material of this band I have on vinyl, so I'd love to get a vinyl copy of this, but hey, CD will do for now. Yeah, great, cold sounding, raw black metal mixed with industrial and grindcore. That's what you get here. Raw vocals. Screams, growls, but also some cleans here and there. Fantastic singer David Hunt, but yeah, fantastic album as well. Really nasty. Shane Embury is playing bass on this, and Shane Embury is of course famous for being in Napalm Death. Definitely can hear on some songs. I think what was this song? One of the songs definitely had a Napalm Death vibe. I think it was Wave 0, I think. Definitely has that chuggy, Napalm Death sound to it. But overall, this definitely is typical Anaal Nathrakh. Chaotic, fast, aggressive, cold sounding music. Definitely something that blows your mind. Yeah, really good band. And it's not for without a reason that I have almost every album by these guys, and these guys have pretty big catalog as well. So I've seen them perform live once as well, I think in Tilburg, which was fantastic. Really glad I have seen those guys perform live. They are two-piece normally, but live of course they will add some other musicians as well. So good stuff. Yeah, now Nathrakh with Eschaton. Next up, Mayhem with see how this is called. Atavistic, black something. I'll put it in. I can't really read this on the spine, and it also Atavistic Black Disorder / Command. That is, I think, the album title. This is the album front cover. It's really cool looking. This is the 2021 release, 2 years after the album Daemon, which I thought was pretty good actually, kind of in the vein of Mysterious Dom Satanas, which is of course the classic from the band. Yeah, black metal from Norway, everybody knows this band. I don't really have to introduce themselves for you. So yeah, really nice matte finish booklet here. And this is an EP they did, containing 3 own tracks and 4 cover songs. 4 cover songs are all punk songs, so things like bands like Ramones, Dead Kennedys, Discharge, I think, and I can't recall the other one, but there was another one. The track Only Death is, I think, the track from the other one. Support vocals, guest musicians on those punk covers as well. Messiah sings on Hell Nation, I think, and Attila Caesar on Only Death. So yeah, really cool. Let's say right, Maniac. Sorry, Maniac. I'm really kind of blanking. Anyways, Attila, of course, a regular vocalist. The other 3 tracks, one is an unreleased track, which is kind of in the same vein as the Demon tracks, so that riffy, great, Mysterious Dom Satana sound. And the other 2 tracks are actually songs from the Daemon album, so that is not really a new addition to this EP, but it's just kind of promoting the album 2 years later still. That's why I put it out. They still do want to have these songs out probably, and put it on with some songs to promote the Daemon album. Overall, I really enjoyed this album for EP, but it's not a thing that I would return to regularly. I rather pull on the album Daemon or some of the older material from Mayhem. But though it's still fun to have and sometimes to spin. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering why they don't do another new album instead of all these EPs and bootlegs and whatever. They're really issuing a lot of live material as well. Yeah, it's good if you are collecting all those stuff, but I think I don't need all those live albums. Might pick one, or I'll think Live in Leipzig is the one I really want to have probably, and then I don't know, we'll see. But overall I prefer the studio work, because the live albums most of the time have all the same songs every time again, so it's not really special in that thing, like hey, there's some songs that they have never played in other live albums, you know. It's most of the times always Carnage and songs from Mysterious and, you know, all that kind of stuff. Death Crash and you know, that kind of stuff. But yeah, still really nice one to have. If you want to explore some other sounds from Mayhem, definitely worth looking into. So yeah, really nice EP. Next one is an album that has spun pretty a lot lately. This is the new one from DHG, otherwise known as Dudheim's God. This is Black Medium Current. This is the newest album from these guys from Norway, I think. Released on Peaceville Music. yeah, black metal, but definitely it had a lot of experiment in there, kind of electronic elements. So it sounds a bit avant-garde here and there. Um, Typical black metal passages with the tremolo picking and screaming, but also faster moments. But also other stuff. There's also some clean vocals on there, electronics, like I said. Yeah, it makes it a really diverse listen, and it feels like a kind of journey. If you're in the vibe at that moment, then you'll listen to the whole album and in one piece. That's all that happens a lot lately with me on this album, and that's why I enjoy it so much, because I sucked in that atmosphere, that moment from this album, and that's why I spin it so much. Definitely a great release. Yeah, way different than the early material still. But if you're up for something different, then it's definitely worth looking into. Definitely enjoyed more than some of the releases prior to this. Definitely, this is definitely a great grower. First, when you hear the other elements, you think, hey, what the fuck is this? Especially after the opener is definitely more black metal. So you get kind of confused, but if you are getting into that mood, then you know where this is going, and then you will enjoy this stuff a lot. Yeah, good stuff. Definitely so kind of surprised by this album, and that it grabbed my attention so much. So yeah, I really enjoyed this one. Great stuff. Check it out. Dirt Times God with black medium currents on Peaceville Records. 9 tracks, which is a nice journey here. Is the track listing, guys. Check out some songs from this and see if it's something for you. And I rather advise you to listen to the whole thing to get into that atmosphere, and then you finally think, hey, why I shouldn't buy this, because I'm spinning this so much, you know. Yeah, you know where it goes. Motto, like Japanese say. So, good stuff. And the last one on this update is the one that we are listening to now, so then you also know what kind of screaming you hear in the background. This is the newer reissue. I think this is from the last couple of years, 2018 or something. This is a reissue of Hordanes Land by Enslaved. Their 1993 output. Yeah, still a bit raw sounding black metal. Enslaved, definitely different than the newer stuff. This is definitely more into the black metal region. Has a bit of bombast in your first song, but overall later on it gets more raw and atmospheric, and it's really good. Good EP, I think is could call. This is a bonus track on this as well, which is a song from a demo split with Emperor, I think. But yeah, really good stuff. They were still a 3-piece, of course, with Gretel here, and then you know, Ivar, and then of course we have Trim there, which is now the drummer for Emperor. Really great drummer there. But he's back in the day, he was also Enslaved before he went to Emperor after Faust got to prison. And then Trim stepped in there. But this is fantastic release. I really enjoyed this. Definitely that Viking, Prowdy, attack, Norwegian black metal. Really good stuff. Definitely recommend it if you want to hear some old black metal from Norway. This is definitely one of the things you must hear. Good stuff. So that's it, guys. A pretty short but really decent update. I think a lot of great albums here, and definitely worth looking into if you haven't done so. So check them out. Let me know in the comment section down below how you feel about this album. Did you discover something new, or you say, hey, that's a fantastic classic? I have that as well. Definitely recommend it. You know, whatever you want to say. Yeah, thanks for all the support, guys. I really appreciate it. We'll be back with some reaction videos as well soon, and I think I have an unboxing to go next week. I think there is a pre-order coming in, hopefully, if it not goes wrong, of course, and I'll see where that I will put that in that weekend. And then it's almost already June, so time goes fast lately, and the beautiful weather is coming, so I'm looking forward to go more outside as well. And yeah, but still I want to put out some content for you, so I will try my best, and we'll see where it all goes. Have a fantastic day, guys. Hope to see you back soon, and take care. Cheers.